this is Samina Sheikh here on Zoom with my special show Street Diaries. और आज एक ऐसी कलाकार मेरे साथ में जो काफ़ी famous है on the web and she's doing a lot of good work. So let me not waste your time and mine as well as I introduce Barkha Singh only on Zoom. बरखा, आप कितने अच्छे मूड में हो? क्या है आपका सीन्स राइट नाउ?
I am in a very good mood clearly.
Maja Ma?
I am very Maja Ma. You Maja Ma?
I am very much Maja Ma because
you're also Maja Ma, whoever's watching this.
and I love your entire attire right now.
इतनी गर्मी हो रही है अभी मुंबई में कि सिंपल कॉटन के अलावा पहनने का और कुछ मन नहीं कर रहा है. So I think by wearing this attire, I hit two birds with one stone.
But as you wear a simple attire, खाने में simple चीज़ें तो शायद आपको पसंद नहीं होगी.
मुझे I'm a big foodie, you know, Samina. मुझे सब पसंद है and especially ये जो counter है ना, I've been eyeing it for a while. So yeah, I think Pani Puri and samosas are also my weakness. Samosas I can never like seem to be able to resist. Like you know, sometimes you're preparing for a project और उसमें आपको कभी-कभी you know you need to follow a stricter diet to face the camera. आप मेरे सामने समोसा ले आओ, मैं सब भूल जाती हूँ.
और ये खुद को मेंटेन काफ़ी अच्छे से रख रही है. सो आई थिंक कुछ बाद में सीक्रेट रेवलेशंस होने वाले कि क्या कर रही है वो. बट गंगोर का पानी पूरी जो है वो स्पेशल भी होता है बिकॉज इट्स अ पुचका स्टाइल पानी पूरी एंड आई थिंक वी शुड स्टार्ट हैविंग दैट. यू नो, मुझे भी टेम्प्ट हो रहा है. अभी इवनिंग भी टाइम हो चुका है, स्नैक्स टाइम हो चुका, खत्म नहीं करने.
Let's go.
लेट्स ट्राई. चलो. सो बरका, व्हाट्स योर टेस्ट इन पानी पूरी?
मीडियम मेरे को प्लीज चाहिए पानी पूरी. ना ज़्यादा तीखा ना ज़्यादा मीठा. हंस रहे हैं. What's your take on pani puri?
I love तीखा.
Tikha pani
Yeah.
puri, yeah. I like medium.
Medium?
Yeah.
मैनेज करने के लिए.
Yeah. And I'm the person who likes aloo filling more than the ragda filling.
Yeah, same here actually. पर मुझे ऐसा लगा था शायद से बरखा की आंखों से नेचुरल आईज यानी रोने वाली है वो, बट ऐसे कुछ नहीं हो रहा है बिकॉज तीखा ने खा लिया.
Yes, no.
और चाय आपको कैसी पसंद है? बिकॉज यहाँ पर कुल्हड़ वाली चाय है फिलहाल.
Lovely. जैसे पिलाएंगे वैसे पी लेंगे.
आई थिंक पानी पूरी के तुरंत बाद में हम चाय पियेंगे एंड देन वी ऑल्सो हैव गुजराती डिशेस टू रेलिश बिकॉज वो एक सेपरेट कॉन्वर्सेशन बिकॉज वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट योर मूवीज, योर प्रोजेक्ट्स एंड स्पेशली मजा मा.
Yes, and नवरात्रि के टाइम पे गुज्जू स्नैक्स नहीं खाया तो क्या खाया?
तो उनको बनाते रहने दो. यहाँ पे आप टेबल देख रहे हो हमारा स्पेशल विद द गुजराती थाली. बट पहले हम थोड़ा सा बंगाली ट्रेडिशन को फॉलो करते हुए वी आर गोइंग टू हैव पुचकास. बरखा, अब हम बात करने वाले हैं मुंबई की तुम्हारी स्पेशल डायरीज के बारे में बिकॉज स्ट्रीट डायरीज तो काफ़ी होती है. बट आप नॉर्मली कितनी बार स्ट्रीट्स पे जाते हो शॉपिंग करने के लिए?
शॉपिंग तो नहीं करती मैं स्ट्रीट से बिकॉज आई हैव बीन ट्राइंग टू शिफ्ट मोर टुवर्ड्स सस्टेनेबल फैशन. पर स्ट्रीट फूड बहुत ज़्यादा खाती हूँ एंड इट्स जनरली चाट. आई थिंक आई फाउंड अलग अलग चाट वाले इन अलग अलग एरियाज ऑफ मुंबई. तो अगर आपको कहीं आप किसी एरिया में हो और अगर आपको चाट खाने का मन कर रहा है आई वुड गिव यू द बेस्ट रिकमेंडेशंस.
और आपको चाट में क्या क्या पसंद है? दही चाट होता है, आलू चाट होता है, पानी पूरी होती है.
पानी पूरी, पुचका, पानी पूरी, गोलगप्पे जो कह लो आप. एंड अगर आप नॉर्थ में जाओ ना आपको करारी आलू टिक्की चाट मिलती है जो मुंबई में नहीं मिलती है. बट आई डोंट नो इफ यू नो व्हाट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट. बट
आई हैव हैड इन दिल्ली तो द टेस्ट
if you go to सरोजनी और if you go to चांदनी चौक, ओल्ड दिल्ली में जो I know right but ओल्ड दिल्ली में जो you know वो अदरक डाल के, थोड़ी सी दही डाल के, चटनी डाल के, आँखों से मुंह से सब जगह से पानी निकाल देने वाली चाट, that is my favorite. Yes.
बरखा काफ़ी टेम्पटिंग बातें कर रही है. सो आई हैव टू आस्क when you started working and when you started like developing your love for food but at the same time I'm sure as an actress आपको कई बार बोला होगा कि ये खाना मत खाओ, ये मत खाओ. कौन सी चीज़ें आपने अवॉइड की है, आपने मन को मारा है लिटरली?
Good question because I think मैं खुद ज़्यादा तो मन नहीं मारती हूँ but obviously when you're preparing for a project or something you want to prep yourself in a certain way and अलग अलग लोगों की अलग अलग preference रहती है. I cut my salt intake too much. तो जो चीज़ें which are higher on sodium, like canned things, processed foods, or something that's very very salty, all those things I start avoiding, and obviously मैदा वैदा तो you have to.
You have to avoid, पर अभी ज़्यादा avoid नहीं करेंगे because उनको हम लोग ने ready कर दिया है, and let's try and have this. जैसे हमने बोला था कि इवनिंग का सीन चल रहा है, लिटरली सीन्स हो रहे हैं यहाँ पर, काफ़ी सीन्स हो रहे हैं, एंड फॉर दैट वी डू नीड हमें अच्छी वाली चाय ना.
चाय चाहिए.
Cheers. Way too hot.
Very good but.
Yeah, it's like पूरा मसाला चाय.
My man is in Maja Ma.
मजा. But Barkha, what kind of chai do you prefer and आप कैसी बनाते हो?
एक राज की बात बताओ. I'm a coffee person.
Wow, okay.
But I think when I have chai, I love a masala chai like this, kullad wali. So yeah, I think this is the kind of chai I like. नहीं तो मैं coffee prefer करती हूँ. Yes.
बट जब आप मजामा के लिए शूट कर रहे थे तभी तो आपने बहुत सारे ऐसे गुजराती टाइप की चाय भी पी होगी. उनकी एक स्पेशल चाय होती है, उनका स्पेशल खाना होता है. तो आपके सेट्स पे क्या यानी होता था?
आई रिमेंबर जब हम शूट कर रहे थे तो हमारा एक काफ़ी बड़ा शेड्यूल अहमदाबाद में भी हुआ था. एंड जब तक शूटिंग चलती थी बिकॉज आउटडोर था तो मेनली डे टाइम में शूटिंग होती थी 7 AM to 7 PM तक वी यूज्ड टू रैप अप. उसके बाद हम सब खाने निकलते थे एंड MD मैम बहुत शौकीन है यू नो ऑल दीज लोकल क्विजीन्स, चटर पटर स्नैक्स की. इनफैक्ट शी हैड ऑल्सो डन अ गुजराती थाली. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट शीबा मैम एंड आई यूज्ड टू रियली एंजॉय गोइंग आउट एंड लुकिंग फॉर ऑल दीज गुजराती स्नैक्स. और जो हमारी टीम थी ना वो बहुत मज़े वाली टीम थी, स्पेशली द हेयर मेकअप टीम. वो जाते थे और सब जगह से ढूंढ के आते थे बिकॉज यू नो एज एक्टर्स यू कांट रियली लाइक गो अराउंड फ्रॉलिकिंग अराउंड. तो वो लोग जाते थे ढूंढ के आते थे एंड देयर यूज्ड टू बी लाइक वो वाला स्टॉल ना सबसे अच्छा है वो स्टॉल. तो फटाफट जाते थे, फटाफट खा के फटाफट आते थे. एंड समथिंग वेरी स्वीट, मल्हार एक एक्टर है, ही इज़ वेरी वेरी बिग पैन इंडिया ऑल्सो बट स्पेशली इन गुजरात. वो बहुत फेमस गुजराती एक्टर हैं. तो व्हेन वी वर शूटिंग इन अहमदाबाद, उनका घर अहमदाबाद में है, वो ऑलमोस्ट एवरी डे घर से हम सब के लिए डब्बा लाते थे. राइट फ्रॉम यू नो आम पापड़ टू सैलेड टू दाल सब्जी, अलग टाइप की रोटीज, अलग टाइप के शाक, ये वो. सो आई थिंक वी ऑल एट अ लॉट वाइल शूटिंग फॉर मजा मा बिकॉज हम अहमदाबाद में थे एंड बहुत टेस्टी खाना मिलता था.
क्या आपने वहाँ का स्पेशल पिज्ज़ा जो स्ट्रीट पिज्ज़ा होता है वो ट्राई किया है? वो थोड़ा स्वीट होता है.
No, actually, no, we didn't try.
मजामा टू करना पड़ेगा बेसिकली नाउ.
Basically, अब तो करनी पड़ेगी मजामा फिर से just to eat this street pizza.
But talking about your equation, your chemistry with Madhuri, that was highlighted the most, and that was the talking point. And working with someone like her, how was your experience? And at the same time, playing such a role.
I think when I signed the film, मुझे पता नहीं था उसमें माधुरी दीक्षित होने वाली हैं. I had no idea. क्योंकि जब मेरे को ऑडिशन करने के लिए बोला एंड ऑब्वियसली देन वी मेट आनंद तिवारी एंड लॉट ऑफ मीटिंग्स हैपेंड. So no one really told anyone that there's going to be a Madhuri Dixit in the film. I was anyway very happy doing the film. And then they told me that MD ma'am's also doing the film and I was like, oh, that's the case. So we were like, yeah, okay. Then we started rehearsing and you know, I'm someone who never really intrudes someone's personal space. So I remember we met for a reading and all the first time and ma'am बैठी थी, मैं भी बैठी थी and ऐसे round table में हमारी reading चल रही थी and I just greeted her very like कि मैं बोलूँ भी नहीं कुछ. I just like said hello whatever and I went. Then after that we met on set and readings and we were shooting and this and that. And then धीरे धीरे I think both of us kind of she's very friendly as a person, very warm. बहुत नटखट है. She does a lot of jokes. So every time like you know even if you're not doing anything and if you know like set पे कभी होता है your eyes meet, suddenly वो आँख मार देती थी and everything. So it throws you off, you know. So I think to cut a long story short, I think we had a very sweet equation. Oh, one thing. MD ma'am and I loved डम शरेड्स. तो हमें 5 मिनट भी मिलते थे ना, सब ऐसे चेयर डाल के बैठ जाते थे सेट पे एंड वी ऑलवेज प्लेड डम शरेड्स. And I remember she never used to believe my films. She used to be like, no, Barkha's made this up. And she also used to come up with like these old films which were like, no one knows how to explain them in dumb charades. So I think overall it was a very fun atmosphere on set. Like everyone, even Gajraj sir, you know, वो भी बहुत मस्ती करते थे, बहुत मजाक करते थे. Rajit sir was very sweet. In fact, वो shopping निकल जाते थे और फिर सबके लिए कुछ कुछ लाते थे. So it was overall the whole experience was very sweet and especially जब आप कोई film या कोई web series shoot करते हो जिसमें outdoor schedule होता है. I think anyway because you're living for so long in the same hotel and you're shooting together, so there's a lot of sweet moments that are exchanged between the cast. So that is something I experienced भर के in Maja Ma.
And I had to share one of my experiences because ये जो film आई थी and she had come to our office for the promotions और मैंने गरबा किया उनके साथ में. And that was the memory for me because Madhuri Dixit, the dancing diva. When you did dance with her, how was that experience for you? Because we know her for her dance apart from her acting as well.
Exactly. So हमने Boom Party was a song. We had shot that for 3 nights in Film City. And I remember we used to be so nervous because we're dancing and it's Garba. It's a dance form I otherwise was not very familiar with. मैंने फिल्म के लिए सीखा और काफ़ी अलग होता है. देखने में बहुत सिंपल होता है, करने में बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता है. So anyway, एक न्यू डांस फॉर्म परफॉर्म करने के लिए I was a little nervous and then obviously you're dancing with Madhuri Dixit. I was like, कुछ भी हो जाए बरखा, तुम्हारी वजह से रीटेक नहीं होना चाहिए. So that was my main goal, but obviously at the end of the day बहुत मस्ती की and very funnily when we used to come, we used to get ready and everything. रात भर कब निकल जाते थे वो पूरी शिफ्ट पता नहीं चलता था because everyone was in such high spirits. और जैसे ही पैकअप होता था, किसी का पैर दुख रहा है, किसी की बैक दुख रही है, किसी को चक्कर आ रहे हैं. Like it was all the drama used to happen after pack-up. You know, because then I think we all got out of this thing कि okay, now we're performing. Because the song was shot also in a way कि बहुत सारे background dancers भी थे. There were other dancers. Everyone was there. And it was a party sequence. So अगर लोग नाच भी नहीं रहे थे तो बहुत सारे लोग periphery में भी खड़े थे.
Correct.
So at a time like this, I didn't want to be the one messing up. But yeah, I think it was a great experience and just watching her dance and being able to dance with her, perform with her in the same shot and you're dancing and you're interacting. I think for any kid who's grown up in the 90s, it's a dream come true, yeah. Like, how many people can say that they dance with Madhuri Dixit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a memorable moment.
Absolutely. I'm going to cherish this.
And at the same time, having Madhuri work on a subject like this,
Yes.
you know, what do you have to say about that? Because ये एक ऐसा subject है जो बहुत debate हुआ है and finally now openly people could talk about it if they are in love with the same gender or if, you know, they are in a relationship or if they want to marry also. Now, you know, the laws have also, you know, changed a lot for them.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that?
See, I think एक बहुत ही sensitive topic पे film बनाई थी and what I loved about it is sensitive topic को बहुत ही beautiful way में they had approached it. It was very natural and even when they focused on the topic, like उस time तो हम नहीं बोल पा रहे थे, but now since a lot of people have watched the film, it was actually the essence of love. So that was like, so she was like, I love her. And that's what it is. And I think that's what even MD ma'am saw, that A, it's a very relevant topic. It's a very important topic to discuss.
Yeah.
And B, I think it all matters in the way you approach a topic. And I felt the topic was approached in a very beautiful, in a very beautiful manner. Like I can't find any other word for it. So yeah, I think it was great to be part of such a film and also it was very well researched, you know. Sahi Rasta Foundation के साथ बहुत, like they were also very closely involved in the film and we spoke to a lot of people from the community and काफ़ी सारे facts हमने, we kind of, you know, tried to get things right so that misrepresentation ना हो. That's also a very big and important thing. So yeah, I think just by the way they handled the topic was very beautiful and that is something I would really like to give kudos to Anand Tiwari for.
As we talk about misinformation, misrepresentation, मैं नहीं चाहती हूँ कि ये moment को miss कर दे और चाय को miss करे. So I do want her to have the chai without missing the chai.
मैं तो चुप-चुप के पी भी रही हूँ through the interview.
Very clever. Very clever. But Barkha, also coming back to the kind of work you're doing, you have crafted a niche for yourself. From you are very popular on the web, and people love the kind of work you're doing. Every time there is something, there is bubbly side of yours, there is humorous side of yours, there is this someone who's very silent and that lover side of yours. There are so many reels which are popular that girlfriend है तो ऐसी होनी चाहिए और कुछ ऐसे आपकी acting wise भी. Are you liking the way your career is getting carved right now?
Yeah, I mean, there's absolutely nothing to complain about. And what I really love about it is that it's very dynamic. Like 3 years ago, I never knew this is the work I'm going to do. Uske pehle 3 years, I never knew that's what I'm going to do. So I think just the fact that it's so dynamic and it's ever changing, and touchwood, I've been very blessed to have some great opportunities. And in fact, even the release that's going to come later, either later this year or jab bhi aayega, soon. To answer your question, that also is an opportunity for me to show yet another side of me as an actor, as a person. So I think in general, now is the time I'm getting to experiment with more different kinds of roles that are beyond the one that you said, the simple, peppy, romantic side. So I'm liking the graph life is taking and the chances I'm getting. I've gotten to work with very, very interesting people as well.
And as we talk about you, Barkha, you are the biggest born on web personality because people know you for that. How does that make you feel? Because that term itself defines you as a person.
Yeah, like, sometimes they say when you're doing something, you don't know the impact and the consequences it has. So honestly, I've just been trying to follow my heart, pick the kind of roles I want to do, aspire and get the chance to work with the kind of people, co-actors, directors, producers I want to work with. And that's what I've been doing, very simply. और ये करते करते, this is what happened. I mean, I started reading about myself that, born on web, this, that, biggest people born on web. It obviously feels great. And I think, it just ties in again to how dynamic everything is, I'm just doing what I love doing, and if that is having these consequences, I consider myself blessed.
And I have to compliment you for this thing that you really make a lot of us to really like go and head for a relationship. Thanks to some of your videos जहाँ पे girlfriend है तो ऐसी and all those videos, those are such fun videos. At the same time, I have to ask you, do you prefer doing work which is more on the romantic side, or say thrillers, or crime thrillers, or what kind of movies or what kind of genre attracts your taste?
Oh, good question. See, I think this is a question, if you ask me at different points of life, I will have different answers because it depends on where my headspace is at that time. अभी जो मेरी headspace है, it is more around wanting to experiment with different roles, wanting to push myself. So while obviously doing sweet romantic roles is evergreen, I love doing it always because I think it brings a smile to everyone's faces. And at the end of the day, as an actor, you do want to connect to your audience, let them relate to you. So obviously while doing romantic roles is something that I'm always going to enjoy. Currently, I'm at a frame of mind where I do want to be a little experimental, let people see sides of me that they haven't seen before because I know I have a lot to offer. I'm just seeing and just like kind of working through and picking the right roles to put that side of me ahead.
Have you also somewhere felt a bit lost while working in the industry because there are a lot of people, so you have to showcase your talent and that uniqueness of you to bring that that word literally that if you talk about that that virality of that content which you bring, it's not that easy also because given the space we are in right now, digital hai, even the films are there on digital, after a month it comes on the digital, the career that way. Now we are not the only one who is critiquing your work, but there is audience to instantly within 10 minutes of watching the movie लिख देते हैं. Does that also make you a bit like थोड़ा सा डर लगता है या कुछ ऐसे?
Yeah, honestly, I come from a place कि you can't be worried about so many things that are way beyond your control. मेरे control में क्या है? That I show up to work, I give my 100%. जो भी मुझसे is required of me and more I'll bring to the table. शिद्दत से काम करूँगी. उसके बाद I think you should let the work speak for itself. And you know, if it's not well received, it's not well received. It's okay. And if it's well received, then also it's okay. You know, I believe that you should not get too attached to the outcome of things at the cost of doing those things. You know, like up future के चक्कर में present you shouldn't kind of compromise on. So yeah, इतना मैं सोचती भी नहीं हूँ. Like अभी जो है काम करना है, I'll do it to the best of my ability. I'll prepare, I'll do it well. And then the bullet has left the gun.
She is the second person जो कल भी मुझे ये सेम डायलॉग किसी ने बोला था, which was future के चक्कर में present को खराब नहीं कर सकते, and that was Raghav Jewel who said this actually, and you are also the one who is talking about it. And I think a lot of people stress a lot about the future. Do you sometimes think, yeah, and past और present में कोई नहीं रह रहा है. Do you also feel that ऐसे बहुत हो जाता है कभी कभार? हम भी past में अरे हम ऐसे कर रहे थे, ऐसे हो रहे थे. बरखा past में कैसी थी when she was not on camera?
Oh, I was a very shy child. I think till I was in first or second standard, I was a very shy child. And then I have no idea, Samina, what happened. There was a sudden flip, and then I wouldn't shut up. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's what was Barkha before. I was very academically inclined. I did pretty well in my board exams and everything. So yeah, I was quite a mischievous child after the second, third standard. जब मैं थोड़ी बड़ी हुई, I don't know what happened. I don't know what flipped. But something ticked and something flipped, and there was a full 180-degree flip in my personality. And from this very shy, sweet girl who got bullied, I became like this student who used to have chalk fights in class and who used to like miss class for dramatics practice and all of that, but obviously study well. So yeah, that was Barkha before this thing. But now, over the years, I also started focusing a lot on spirituality, which is what brought me to this whole concept of focusing on now, because now is all you have control over. Past you don't have control over, future you don't have control over, but uske chakkar mein you ruin what you do have control over, which is present. Yeah.
And as we talk about present में बरखा का मूड कैसे रहता है normally, और अलग अलग मूड के लिए बरखा क्या प्रेफर करती है खाने के लिए? So when she's angry, when she's sad, when she's happy, when she's crying, when she's annoyed as fuck, क्या करते हो आप?
I try to stay very consistent with the food I eat, so I generally prefer घर का खाना. Simple घर का खाना eat. I prefer bhakri, so ज्वारी और बाजरे की और रागी की bhakri. And simple clean home food, yeah, less oil, less namak, healthy, nutritious, sabzis, dal. I'm vegetarian, I eat eggs. So in general, I think jo bhi mood ho, because of the career I have chosen, I stay relatively consistent with what I eat, which is nice, simple घर का खाना.
और आपका cheat meal क्या होता है normally?
समोसे अभी हम चीट करके आए हैं. पानी पूरी चीट करके आए हैं.
और when you were struggling or when you had your phase, when you were having your own journey, what kind of food you would prefer consuming, और आप खुद के बजट को कैसे संभालते थे?
तब भी घर का खाना खाती थी. I don't think food wise anything has changed, but I was definitely कोई हमारी सेल्फी ले रहे हैं वहाँ से. I was definitely less conscious of what I ate, and over the years, not just because you want to look a certain way, but also because you want to maintain a certain level of health and fitness. Because what a lot of people don't realize is जब हम shoot करते हैं, especially a long format, you really require the stamina. You really require the energy to be in hair, makeup, look fresh for 12 hours of shooting, you know, or 8 hours, जो भी आपकी shift है. So what you eat and what you put into your body at that time is very, very important and very, very underrated. So I think just because of all these things and you know, as you want to just maintain a certain lifestyle, so I just keep it very simple, healthy, घर का खाना.
मैं बरखा को जाने नहीं देने वाली ये क्वेश्चन की वजह से, because I have been searching for this answer for so long. आप लोग खुद को इतना energetic कैसे रखते हो even after working for so long? What is the secret food?
Coffee. I think anyone who's part of my staff knows exactly when I want my coffee. So by the minute, मैं जो भी कर रही हूँ, like I generally like especially when I'm in the middle of a scene, I prefer not having my phone, not having external distraction. The only external distraction that's allowed is कोई मेरे हाथ में कॉफ़ी का कप रख के चला जाता है बिना कुछ बोले. So I think yeah, coffee is my superpower. And very honestly, while shooting ना मैं उतना नहीं खाती. I don't know, it's not कि मेरे को नहीं खाना है, मेरे को भूख नहीं लगती. I'm not able to eat. Like you know, lunch में I can't do a heavy lunch because then I just feel like सोने का मन करेगा, बैठने का मन करेगा, चुस्ती फुर्ती नहीं रहती है. So I prefer just doing like a little light salad or an avo toast or something and coffee.
Coffee is the secret of Barkha's energy. Like हम लोग literally बोलते हैं ना कि ये वाला secret है, ये reveal हो चुका है. But cheat meal आप क्या prefer करते हो?
That's what I'm saying. Cheat meal I generally
आपने reveal कर दिया, but like say for example रात में उठते हो और रात में you know you sometimes you don't sleep. We always
chocolates. Oh my god. I try keeping as less chocolates in my house as possible. But I think my midnight cheat meal is chocolate and walnuts. Yes, there's always like a dry fruits का this thing जिसमें से मैं सिर्फ walnuts निकाल के खाती हूँ and I leave all the other dry fruits and dark chocolate is my weakness. So yeah.
Like a पड़ोस की आंटी, I'm going to ask सब खाना जाता कहाँ है बेटा?
It goes in a very disciplined workout regime. I think having a healthy workout regime is very important and consistency is very important. Again, जब हम लोग कॉलेज में थे and you know when you were much younger, it used to be like मैं सारा वर्कआउट आज ही करूँगी, आज ही एब्स बनेंगे, आज ही पूरी बॉडी टोन होगी और फिर आप 10 दिन तक ऐसे बैठे हुए हो पेन में. But obviously now I know like there's a proper trainer, there's a plan I follow, fitness plan I follow, there are proper workouts depending on what my fitness goal is. So yeah, I think I focus a lot on fitness. I work out at least 5 times a week. So and apart from one, I try not cheating more than once a week. So apart from that, हो जाता है यार.
Nice. That's very nice to hear. But I have to also ask this last question to you.
Yes.
Before I let you go, what are your upcoming projects you are working on? और of course आपको हम ऐसे नहीं जाने देंगे, गुजराती खाना आपको खाना ही होगा.
Absolutely. Upcoming projects, as I just told you, there is gonna be one release. अभी मुझे ध्यान नहीं आ रहा है. They have announced. I don't think they've announced it yet. तो maybe उसके PR में we'll meet again. But yeah, there is a very interesting release that's coming. It's going to release I think in a few months now. उसका post production चल रहा है अभी and it's a very interesting role. It's a avatar in which a lot of people have not seen me in. It's de-glammed, it's grunge, it's dark. Something that no one has seen me in, something that even I have not seen myself in. So it was a very fun experience for me as well. It's a courtroom, legal, drama, romance sort of a thing. So yeah, I'm very excited for it and I hope that people give as much love to that side or to that venture in my acting career as they do to the other side of it and to the regular stuff that I do always.
That's nice to hear. And as I said कि ऐसे तो आपको जाने नहीं देंगे. You need to try the Gujarati food.
Yeah.
Which one you would like to have?
Actually looking at this, ये बहुत interesting लग रहा है.
हाँ मैं जब से उसमें देख ही रही हूँ.
मैं भी इसको ही देख रही हूँ. What is this? I have a thing. No, it's podina. Yeah, this is another fun fact about me, Samina. I can smell the food and I can tell you the ingredients in it.
Wow.
Yeah, and even when I taste something, I can tell you all the ingredients in it. ये मेरे को काफी सारे chefs around the world. You know, sometimes they make you taste and they're like, okay, you won't be able to guess इसमें मैंने क्या डाला है. And I'm like, ये डाला है. They're like, how did you know? You have a very refined palate. So yeah, I pride myself for having a refined palate and as per my refined palate, ये पुदीना है.
और आप खाने के बाद मुझे बताओगे क्या है?
पुदीना.
वाह. सही जवाब. इसी के लिए मिलते हैं आपको 10 करोड़ रुपए.
Very good.
आप कौन बनेगा करोड़पति का कॉन्टेस्ट जीत चुके हो.
मैं जीत चुकी हूँ and मैं actually more than 10 करोड़ रुपए this
food item is important.
Yes, it's so good. Please try it. बहुत yummy है.
तो मजामा सीन्स हो चुके हैं एंड एज यू कैन सी कि मजामा खाना भी हो चुका है. इट वाज लवली हैविंग यू बरखा एंड चैटिंग विथ यू एट सच एन एक्सटेंसिव वे. अच्छा खाना भी खाया है और आपके वजह से मेरी भूख हड़ताल लिटरली खत्म हो चुकी है.
We had a lovely date, Samina.
We had a lovely date, so thank you so much for a lovely time and all the very best for your upcoming projects.
Hi, this is Barkha Singh and you're watching me on Street Diaries only on Zoom.